EX6 is here. That means we got Mastemommy back, Ragnarlord, 7 Demon Lords. There's quite a few decks in this set. I want to start off with the mommy, the waifu. So let's get into it. DGX, you can use the Nyaromon if you'd like, but personally, I feel like you're going to need to go through your deck really quick because decks are pretty fast now. And you also want to build up your trash with this deck. So I'm going with the BT15 Demi-Meramon. This one on deletion by trashing a level 5 or higher, or lower, or higher, you from your hand, you get to draw 2. So it just helps facilitate trash and draw. For rookies, you could do the Ukomon package, which I tried it and it works really well. I just don't want to use it. I'll be honest. I'm one of those who are like, I'm okay. I'd rather make it work some other way. So start off with the new one, EX6 Salamon. This one started your main phase if you have a purple Digimon or Tamer, gain 1 memory. This means if you have a Mirai, because she's also purple, you can gain a memory. Start your main phase, so you move up. The Mirai, the old Mirai, gives you a memory, and the Salamon will give you another memory. So it's pretty cool. This deck did lack in memory, so that's helps in that sense. They inherit when attacking once per turn. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. So DP reduction. More importantly, obviously you can Digivolve from the Demi-Meramon for 0. The Ukomon is 1, and then other Salamons, which we'll get into, will cost 1. 4 of the starter deck 10 Salamon. If you don't want to play this one, you could use the purple one. That one has an on play. You could search through your deck and get a card. It just helps with the end of turn being able to DNA. Now you don't need it as much anymore, but it does happen, or it does, pop up here and there. So round off BT16 Salamon. This Salamon's actually really good because you can do so much when you unplay it. So as a startup main phase and on play, of course, if you bring it up from the breeding area, it triggers. You're able to Digivolve into a level 4 Digimon card with Holy Beast or free in its trait from the trash. And then if you do that, you reduce it for 1. It's really nice because then it goes handy with the other Gatomon or even the old Gatomon. You're able to Digivolve, and then if you end up Digivolving to a ultimate, then you have the end of turn DNA right there. Inherit all turns. All of your opponent's security Digimon get minus 3000 DP. You could run 3 and 3 if you want. I just think 2 is good enough, especially, you're going to be paying 1k to Digivolve from Demi-Meramon, which is the downside of that. Nyaromon, if you play it, you'd be able to Digivolve for 0 from it. Let's talk about the new Gatomon. We are going to play 4 of. This one, on play and when Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You can add 1 card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel traits and 1 Mirai from them, and then return the rest to the bottom of the deck. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP. So this card is very good also to just drop, right? Because you don't have many rookies. So it's also good to just drop. And then it triggers the new Mirai, which then you're able to Digivolve into an ultimate. So 4 of those Gatomon, and you still have to run 4 of the starter deck 10 Gatomon. This one, on play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow Digimon card and 1 purple Digimon card among them. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. Downside of this one is that it can't grab the Mirai. It's only Digimon cards. And then your turn, if this Digimon would Digivolve into a card with Archangel or Fallen Angel and its traits, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. Although it's hefty amount to Digivolve for 3 or drop it for 5, it kind of pays you back for it. When you do Digivolve into your ultimate, it costs 1 instead of 3. And then at the end of turn, you're able to DNA. I think this is a flex spot, and I keep taking this card out, but then I keep putting it back in. So one of the Black Gatomon, just because a Mastemon could play it, and then it has Rush when it is played, and then you're able to just chip that last damage. Reason why I take it off is because it's a dark animal. It's not a Holy Beast, so if you do have the Salamon, you can't Digivolve into this Black Gatomon and get Rush and swing because it's not free or a dark animal. It's actually virus, not dark animal, Holy Beast. So I can Digivolve from these, but not this one. This is kind of more of a last chip to go for game. 3 of the new Angelwomon. This card is so good because now it has Barrier, and this light is bright. So this Angelwomon has Barrier. On play and when Digivolving, if you don't have a Mirai, you can play it from your hand for free, which is really good because playing it for 5 is nuts. Of course, I mean, think about it. You could drop Angelomon for 7. You could drop that and the Tamer. Whatever. If you do have a mirror, you get to give a Digimon security attack -2. Now, the inherit here gives your Digimon with Angel 3 Great Angels in this trait. It gives them Alliance. So now your Mastemon, when you do swing, you get Alliance, and it works so well because the Mastemon is able to play Digimon from your hand or trash when you do DNA, and then you just Ace, and then Ace Alliance. It's basically a security attack plus. 3 of the BT11 Angelomon. Yeah, this lighting sucks. Here we go. Nope. Okay. There you go. Okay. So 3 of the BT11 Angelomon. This one, when Digivolving, you can search your security stack for 1 card, Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in its traits. Reveal it and add 1 card to your hand, and add the card to your hand. If you added a card, you get to recover 1. Comes up here and there. It's more of maybe if there's a Mastemon there, you could pick it up. But honestly, I've been contemplating on doing 4 of those and then 2 of these because it just doesn't come up that much for me. But what does come up is the other effect. Your turn, once per turn. When you play a Lady Devimon or Mirai, you gain 1 memory. So now it's going to reduce their cost, obviously. Inherit opponent's turn while you have a purple Digimon in play. All of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain Blocker. Blockers are always good. Is it necessary? I'll let you decide, but for the most part, you're going to be swinging anyway. And then just top it off. 1 Angelomon Ace. I was running it at 2, but sometimes when I have this card in my hand, I don't want to use it. Because you got the Ace from here and then the Ace from the new Mastemon Ace. You're going to lose a lot of memory. So you really got to be careful when you're utilizing this Angelomon Ace. I do like it for its cost. And of course, you know, on play, it has an on play, which is the same as when Digivolving. You get to trash the bottom or top card of your security stack. And then one of your opponent gets 6,000 DP until the end of their turn. All turns when a card is removed from your security stack, you recover 1. So kind of a good way to control your opponent's board. Now for the Lady Devimons. So we are doing 7 and 7 of each, just so you guys can keep count. 3 of the Lady Devimon, the new one. This one has Retaliation. This is from EX6. On play is the same as the Angelomon. You could play a Mirai if you don't have one. If you have one, this one lets you pop a level 4 or lower Digimon, which I absolutely love. Because although there is removal with the Mastemon and all that, that's kind of really it. So it's really nice that they're giving you another way to remove cards. It does have Retaliation. And now you get the inherit of Scapegoat, which is a new keyword. While this Digimon has Angel or 7 Great Demon Lords traits, it gains Scapegoat. When this Digimon would be deleted other than by one of your effects, by deleting one of your other Digimon, prevent the deletion. This is very good because, like I said earlier, if you end up DNA and going to Maste, you play another Digimon, you have Alliance, you swing, the Mastemon gets deleted somehow, or is about to get deleted, you use Scapegoat, and now you can delete the Digimon that you used Alliance with, and now your Mastemon survives. Really cool. There are a lot of keywords that are going to be very difficult to keep track of, and I know this because all my battle videos, I'm fighting myself, and I forget. So, I started doing some counters, and now you can keep track of what has what, how much DP a Digimon has, if one has raid. Oh, and we're not doing 4 sides, we're doing 6 sides. Got raid, reboot, retaliation, save, partition, alters, no DP. There's a lot going on here. I do have one with Scapegoat as well, so check it out. These are in my Etsy shop. Anyway, let's continue on. And of course, I'll leave the link down below for those counters if you guys want to check them out. They are really helpful. Continuing on with the Lady Devimons, 2 of the BT11. This one, inherit Retaliation during your opponent's turn if you have a yellow Digimon, and all of your Digimon with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel in their traits gain Retaliation. Really cool because now if you swing with your Mastemon and they want to swing over it, you're going to take it down with them. Really cool. When Digivolving, trash a card from your hand. If you do, return 1 Mirai or one card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel from his trade to the trash to the hand. So it's a fantastic way of recycling cards back from the trash to your hand. Your turn, same thing as this other BT11, what's her name, Angelwoman. When you play an Angelwoman or a Mire, you gain 1 memory. Now, I was playing these at 4, and I was playing this at 3, but I honestly prefer the other starter deck 10 Lady Devimon, because this one, when you Digivolve, you trash a card from your hand, and then you get to reveal 3 cards from your deck, add 1 yellow and 1 purple card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel and their traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. So why is that good? Because you still want to search. There was times where I was playtesting and I still didn't have Mastemon in my hand, or I was missing a piece. So Digivolving into this one, trash a card, help my trash go up, obviously. And now I get to reveal my deck, go through, and then get the pieces. And now, if I have this Lady Devimon set up, and I have an Angelwoman in my hand now because I drew it with the Mastemon, now I'm ready for that ace. So the only downside of this one is, besides the DP, but I mean they're all 6,000 besides Angelwoman Ace, is the inherit. You only get retaliation during your turn. It's not during your opponent's turn. So be mindful of that. It's the only downside of this card, but I think it's well worth it. To round it off with the level 5s, I still think Lucemon Chaos Mode is just too good to not run in this deck. He's just too good. Let's go through it. So you're not going to Digivolve from Lucemon, so I'm not going to go over that. But for every 10 cards in your trash, reduce the memory cost when playing this card from your hand by 3. It's not going to come up either. You're more going to play it for Mastemon's effect, because he is a level 5 or lower. On playing, when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Tamer or level 6 or lower Digimon. That's really it. Honestly, what I like to do is with all these, for example, with this Lady Devimon, with any card that tells you trash a card, this is a card that I'll trash. Because now it's going to be in your trash, and now when you go into Mastemon, you either put in your security and then you play it out, or with the Mastemon Ace, you just play it. So, just one. Level 6s, let's just start off with Mastemommy Ace. Now here, we got a new wave to blast, or new way to DNA, which is blasting. So, if you don't know, you blast DNA and Digivolve. In this case, it would be Angelwoman and Lady Devimon, which is why majority of my level 5s are just those. I can't use Lucemon to DNA. I could use it for the old Mastemon, but you can't use it for this one. You could use it during your turn, but to blast, you need those two. Okay, so on playing when Digivolving, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait from your hand, or trash without paying the cost. Then if DNA Digivolving, place one other Digimon at the bottom of the owner's security stack and trash cards from the top of your opponent's security stack until they have 4. That's really cool. I just want to check real quick if this Lucemon has Angel. So, it doesn't. It says Demon Lord and 7 Great Demon Lords. So, you would think it would have Fallen Angel. So this can't play Lucemon Chaos Mode, but the other one can. Just keep that in mind, because it says trait of Angel, Archangel, Fallen Angel, which you would think they would put Fallen Angel, but they don't. So you cannot play Lucemon from this one, FYI. But then you know what? You also can't play Black Gatomon, which is another reason why I took it out. I should take it. Still could play it with the other Mastemon though. So yeah, I might take out the Black Gatomon after all, but I keep going back and forth. And 3 of the OG Mastemon. The Mastemon Ace, really, you're just gonna only Ace into it, right? Or Blast Digivolve into it. You're not really gonna do it on your turn. This is the one that you're gonna do more on your turn. This one, you can DNA level 5 purple and level 5 yellow. When Digivolving, place one yellow or purple Digimon card from your trash on top of your security stack face down. When DNA Digivolving, you may search your security stack for one level 5 or lower Digimon card and play it without paying its cost. Then shuffle your security stack. So now we can play the Lucemon and it's lost somewhere. And the Black Gato. So, which is why, you know, one of each, because this is going to bring the card out. And then alterns, when you play another Digimon using an effect, delete one of your opponents whose level is less than or equal to the Digimon that was played. So I love playing Lucemon with this Mastemon because now this pops a level 6 or lower, and then you can pop a level 5 since you played a level 5. Or you can pop a Tamer. I forgot to say that. This Lucemon does pop a Tamer as well. So that's it for the split. I'm not going to talk about it too much because this Mastemon is fairly old. So that's it for the level 6s. 7, you can play Death X, you can play Ruin Mode. I kind of want to do Tribal in a way. I love how you can DNA end of turn a lot. So I just really wanted to utilize Denimon, whatever you want to call her. DNA, both level 6s. One DNA Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon and all of their 5 or lower Digimon for each Digimon deleted by this effect. Recover 1. On deletion, you may trash the top card of your security stack to play this card without paying its memory cost. So I just realized you could keep doing this. Yeah. So I'm going to be honest, like, she's not as good as, you know, putting Death X in here, especially if you want to control whiteboards, which you can do it here, but the reason Death X is better is because if your opponent has partition, for example, with the Pyodramon, it gets popped, then it's going to spit out its level 4s, as opposed to Death X, you'll digivolve them first and then you pop them. So there's that. But one of the Ordainmon Tamers. Let's talk about the new waifu Mirai. Oh lord, this alt is. Your turn. When one of your Holy Beast, Archangel, or Fallen Angel trait Digimon is played, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. Then one of your Digimon may digivolve into an Angelomon or Lady Devilmon in the trash, with the digivolution cost reduced by 1. So this is exactly why we want to build up the trash, why I am using the Demimeramon, because now if you trash a Angelomon and you kind of set yourself up, right? End of turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA digivolve into a Digimon card in the hand. This goes, it's really easy for you to have 2 level 6s, so end of turn, just DNA into our Daimon. Possible, which is why I like it. 3 of the old Mirai, 5 cost, they're costly, the other one's 4. Start of your turn, gain 1 memory, and then your turn when one of your Digimon digivolves into an Angelomon or Lady Devilmon if you have 1 or fewer Digimon in play. By suspending this Tamer, you may play 1 Angelomon or Lady Devilmon with a different name than the Digimon that's got digivolved into, without paying the cost. So I'll quickly just finish it up, and I'll just show you guys like a pretty cool combo where you could DNA in 1 turn. Last Tamer, just 1 mat. You can play 2 if you'd like. I just don't want to break with having so many Tamers in my hand. So 1 mat, memory setter. It's always great to start your turn at 3. Then all turns, when one of your effects trashes a card in your hand, by suspending this Tamer, you get to draw 1. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. I wouldn't play it more than 1. Honestly, I'm contemplating even taking it out and adding something else. What would I add? Maybe a Death X, maybe another Chaos Degradation. Speaking of Chaos Degradation, 2 Chaos Degradation. It's still one of the best ways to remove Digimon. It even helps against Ragna, because the Briway Ludramon prevents you from being deleted or bounced to the hand or being deleted, but not placed in the security stack. So that's one way to go around it, FYI. So Chaos Degradation, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of your opponent's security stack. If you do, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. So it's a good way to go around it. This will trigger partition because the battle area, the security is not a part of. So be mindful of that. I was playing this at 3, but because of that and kind of the space, it's kind of like, well, let me just cut it down to 2. And 2 has been working out fairly well for me. And then the security effect is you may place one of your opponent's Digimon face down at the top or bottom of its owner's security stack. So it just removes it from play, but you don't trash. let's get into this combo that I was talking about. So if you got this set up, your opponent leaves you at 1. You move up to Salamon. You got the start of your turn, gain 1 memory. And now you got Salamon. Mirai gives you the memory. Salamon. Start of your main phase, you can Digivolve into a Holy Beast from your trash. So if you got any of these 2 Gatomons, you can do this one and Digivolve for 1. Start searching. But if you end up going for 2, you're not going to get the on-play. But now you're going to have the inherit of DNA. And when you Digivolve again, you reduce it by 2. So you do end up Digivolving for 2 since it was reduced from Salamon. And then you can Digivolve into, of your choice, you can Digivolve into a Lady Devilmon, reduce it by 2, so it'd be 1. Go to 1, pop a level 4, and now you can trigger this Mirai from BT11. When you Digivolve into a Lady Devilmon or Angelomon, you can play its counterpart, end up playing the Angelomon now. And here's where you could play the Ace if you want and pop a body or give something minus 6k. And now, the end of your turn, once per turn from the other Mirai triggers, 2 of your Digimon made DNA, and now you can just go ahead and DNA, or if obviously you don't have it, use the Gatomon there. But that's if you didn't have the Gatomon, you have the other one. This one gives you the end of turn. So now you're able to DNA and go into the Maste, play out the Lucemon, pop something else, and there you go. So that's one thing that you can do. Now here's where it can get a little crazy, because if you have the mat, you're at 3, start of your turn, gain a memory, move up Salamon, you have a purple tamer, you're at 5. So it's pretty nuts. Now you can go ahead and Digivolve for 2, start your search, Digivolve for 2, and then do what you gotta do. Or what you can do after you got that 5 memory, you can swing here, swing with the Salamon. It gets deleted. Now you can trash the chaos mode, draw 2, this goes away. You're at 5, play the Gatomon, or this one, whichever one. Play the Gatomon, reveal stuff, and now since you played one, gain a memory, right? So you got 5, gain a memory, and if you didn't have the proper level 5, instead of trashing the Lucemon, you can trash the level 5 that you need. So now you trash it, go ahead, Digivolve, and you're Digivolving for a reduced cost of 2. So it's 1. And now, the other Mirai triggers, since you Digivolved, boom, and now you get to play an Angelomon from your hand, which you can end up playing anyone, or again, going with the Ace. And now you got end of turn here and end of turn there, and you can DNA going into Mastemon. But more importantly, even if you can't, the good part of, like I said, is even if you can't DNA, right, you're at 3, 4, whatever, you end up dropping the Gatomon, and you do have this one. You go for 1, do its thing, search, Digivolve from the trash, gain a memory, go there. And now, if you ended up drawing the Blast or the Ace, and you have the Angelomon, even if you left your opponent at 1, and you don't do that, but you'll gain the memory, right? I don't know, whatever. What I love about it now is that you're able to set yourself up so you can keep searching. So here you could search for that, and then if you didn't get what the cards that you need, you can just Digivolve into the other Lady Devilmon, trash now, search, and now you probably got your Ace, and you got an Angelomon, and you pass your opponent's turn. You can't DNA. Obviously, you could do these 2, and now you can DNA, but if you didn't have this one, now you have this Mirai. And now, when it's your opponent's turn, you get to blast, they're going to swing. You just blast during your opponent's turn, and there you go.